Hello. In this video, we are going to explore the central code editing feature of VS Code called IntelliSense. Note that this can be very language independent. We will be focused on JavaScript here, and for other languages, for example Python, consult the documentation or the README for the language extension. Let's open up our file, server.js. This code is a REST API for managing a task list. VS Code comes with advanced code completion called IntelliSense. You trigger IntelliSense by pressing Control Space. Depending on your context, different suggestions will be given. Out of the box, you get IntelliSense for any code that you write. For example, we are requiring a database module. If I type database, then dot, I get all of the methods in the IntelliSense window. VS Code uses a language service called Salsa to power JavaScript and TypeScript IntelliSense. Salsa provides the code intelligence and requires minimal configuration. In order to provide IntelliSense for third-party modules, we need to create a jsconfig.json file. We'll trigger IntelliSense to help us fill this out. First, we're going to include compiler options, a target, which we'll set as ES6, and a module, which we'll set as CommonJS. Additionally, we can optionally choose to exclude a list of files and folders that aren't included in the IntelliSense operation. By default, Salsa will include node modules here. We're going to declare this explicitly. We do this for performance reasons, so Salsa will not run its static analysis across all of the files in the node modules directory or other directories that we may choose. Okay, let's start writing some code. We'll go back to server.js. What we want to do here is to have the server return our list of tasks or to-dos in sorted order. We can do this easily with a third-party module called Lodash, which we're requiring here. In order to get IntelliSense for Lodash, we need to install the typings file. We can do that simply by opening a terminal and typing typings install Lodash. Now this presupposes that you have already installed typings via npm, which you could do with npm install global typings. Installing Lodash typings creates a typings directory with the definitions files for Lodash. Now going back to our code, we can see now we're getting IntelliSense for Lodash. If we type sort by, pass in to-dos, if you hover over sort by, we'll get the documentation for sort by. Additionally, we can do a go-to definition or a peak definition. Now again, we get this for both our third-party code and our first-party code. Can do this with getAll, peak definition. Something great about this peak window is you can easily make the code changes right here. I'm reordering the attributes here, which is a trivial example, but nonetheless leads to greater coding productivity. Other code editing things I can do is find all references. Notice we're in the peak window again, but this time on the right side we're seeing all of the different references to this function. If we click on this, we can quickly navigate between the different code references. We can format our code. Notice it added spaces after each function keyword. This code formatting is done based on what you specify in your settings file. And finally, we can do a rename symbol. So if we rename this to get all sorted tasks and press enter, we'll rename the function here and also here in database.js. This wraps up our tutorial on IntelliSense. In the next video, we will look at additional code editing features. Thank you.